Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to today's matchup between the Northern Subway Selects and Greenfoot Energy Capitals here at the Greenfoot Energy Center as we await puck drop. Just after warm-ups, exciting matchup this weekend. Tomorrow, Caps down in the Selects home territory, playing them once again for another weekend matchup. Puck played off down and low. Arlen back for it. She'll try to collect. Working to try to find possession of this puck as it gets held up along the boards. Down and low now, Leslie trying to get a stick on this one. Kept up just in now. Good pressure here early on from the Selects. Going to try to work to try to get something towards net to start this off. Puck played off out along the boards. Popped out loose on net and saved down and low. So new face-off to come our way in the Cap zone once again. Quick early shot there for the Selects. Nothing that could quite make it through. Lots more action here to come. A quick shot off from the line by Boyle. Trying to collect down and low is Payne as she'll chip this one up along the boards. Gaudry trying to get this one chipped through. Kearney up along. She gets knocked down hard up top by McLean. Pass across now, working in. A shot there. Saved up on net once again. Good look there from McDonald trying to get something through. Puck dropped and one off top. Time here, Boyle steps through. Shot there. Loose in front, trying to jump. Picked off now by Gaudry as she'll try to clear the zone. Pass it now to Kearney as that one gets chipped off down and low. Icing called off. Kearney first there, sends this one out in front. Gaudry gets a stick on it, but saved on net down and low for the Selects. A new face-off to come down in their zone. A first look at some offensive zone time there for the Caps as they look to try to get something through. Couldn't quite as that one's held out down and low by Mason. Puck dropped and one through. Gaudry up top. She'll get a backhand shot on net there. Kept out down and low, looking to clear their own zone now are the Selects. Working up ice now with some speed. Pass off and chipped in low now by Tanner. Back to try to find possession of the Caps. Time here for Wilkie. She'll start to move her feet. Pass off to Asperge. She'll gain the red line and dump it deep. Trying to get a change for her line, getting some fresh legs out on the ice. Picked off by Conley. She'll try to send this one out through. Chipped up once again and in by Morrow as that one gets down in behind Walter. She heads back to try to gain possession. Chips it back behind. Wilkie, she'll send this one up. Trying to clear through on the stick of Power now. Power breaking through wide as Kelly driving that Power. Sees Kelly, tries to get something off there, but left out loose in front and picked off now by Tanner. Works her way in over the line. Gets a touch on it, but offside is a call there. So new face-off to come here outside of the Cap zone. A couple of good chances there for them here early to start this game off, looking to try to get something towards the net. Puck dropped and played back. Picked up now by Leslie. Leslie using her speed to work her way in out wide. Going to take her lane outside. Drives to the net. Shot there that just goes out and wide. Picked off down and low. Searching to try to find possession of this one. We're on now. She'll send this one up. Looking to try to clear is McIntyre. She'll take this one back. Going to hold on to control. McIntyre starting to move her feet now. Looking to make her way up ice. Quick move there. In over the red, over the blue. Out and wide. Backhand, forehand shot there. Denied out front by Holland. Looking to find possession of this one as it gets sent back behind. Chipped up through now. Kelly trying to chip this one out. DeWaron trying to stand up on the line as that one gets out by Dowling. Dowling using her speed now down to pressure McIntyre. She'll send this one up. Looking to break out up ice now are the Selects. Richards, she'll play that one in low, and time now for Payne to collect a change from the Selects, getting fresh legs on the ice. Trying to activate up high in neutral zone ice as it's turnover back behind. Now with control is Boyle. She'll send this one up. All the way that one's going to go. Icing called off. LaPierre back for it first. She'll chip this one back behind. Looking to find possession down in and low of the Cap zone are the Selects. Up top now. McLean, she'll hold on out wide. Sends it out in front. A chance there trying to find something through. Can't quite. Picked off now by Dowling. Dowling, she'll start to move her way up. Chips that one in low to get her line a change here. Fresh legs on the ice. Parsons trying to pressure this puck in low. Turned over back behind. Looking to hold on to some control of this one. Caught up now on the boards as Select's trying to break out of their zone. Up high, working on the line, trying to get something through. Chipped up and out now. Trying to find possession is Driscoll. This one's caught up back behind. Chipped up by Walter, trying to find something. But picked off inside by Select's. Time here for Grinton. She'll send this one up. Just outside, Brent's going to hold on, try to activate herself in out wide. Picked off. And now a chance here for Boyle. She'll send this one up high into neutral zone ice. Picked off a stick there, but regained by McAddy. McAddy with a shot there. That one's just blocked out wide. Walter down and low to try to find. Chip back behind. Wilkie now with possession. She'll chip this one up. Prince looking to find Beaton. Gets past her stick out wide. Working in as Burris says that one's going to get sent down in deep. Hauling out to play. Back now forward is Wilkie as she'll try to send this one up to Leslie. Beaton along the boards. She'll work her way out. Played up now to Prince. Prince trying to work her way down in and low. Chips this one in through. Kearney down there to pressure. Trying to find possession of this puck. A change here for the Caps. Trying to get some fresh legs out on the ice. Kearney steps through up to Jasper. Jasper's with a shot that just goes high. Payne up top. Going to try to work her way down and low. Back down to Asper. Jaspridge back behind with control. Looking to try to set up. Cuts back behind. Good pressure in low there from Conley. Trying to turn this puck over. Chipped up through, can't quite get it out just yet is Vint. Up now to Payne, she'll try to play that one over, but a stick up high. Plays this one through, working down and in. A shot there from McAdder, and she shoots and scores. Anna MacArthur able to find the back of the net on a breakaway shot there. Able to keep that D-to-D pass, blocked out up top, high in the select zone from the Caps, working her way all the way down. Finding the back of the net in low for her team. So score currently sitting at now 1-0 for the Selects after an early goal there. Still lots of time left to be played here in this first period. Puck played in through, trying to work in. Was Tanner, but that one's picked off of her stick. Back down in now. Richards trying to work something through. Chipped in low for Morrow. Trying to find, sent up now. Chip back down in by Dworon. Walter heads back for this one in her own zone. Time and space here as the Selects are offside. Starting to work her way up out wide. Going to try to move her feet in over the red. She's going to dump that one down and deep on net. Change here for the Caps. Getting some fresh legs on the ice. So time and space. Trying to work up ice now. McIntyre working her way in over the line. Trying to find her way to get through to the net. Leslie playing that one out wide. She's going to get taken down hard. Dowling tries to play this one up through. Kept up there by McLean. Sent back down and in now. So Walter on. Trying to find possession. Chipped up now to McHenry, who's trying to make a move. Caught up in the neutral zone ice now. Chip back down and low. Selects trying to jump on more possession of this puck. Currently leading the shots right now 4-1. Able to get that early goal from MacArthur. Playing this one through. Chisholm trying to work her way down and in. Picked off now by Leslie. McLean down there with a stick trying to turn this one over and low. Still trying to find possession. Caught up now along the boards. Looking to find control. It's sent down and low. Picked off now by Driscoll. Driscoll, she's going to start to move her feet. Working her way out with some speed. Going to take her lane outside. In over the red, over the blue. Quick move there. Can't quite get past Grinton down and low, but able to recover this puck as she'll send this one back now with some support of her fellow teammates. As this puck is sent back down and low to Driscoll. Driscoll looking to hold on low in the corner. Beaten down there to support. Payne up top with a shot there. And a glove save on net for Mason. So new face-off to come now in the select zone as they open this scoring with an early goal there. Caps looking to gain back some offensive zone time here and find themselves one in the back of the net as well. Chipped out and through now by McAddy. Back forward is LaPierre. She'll try to send this one up to Prince. Prince looking to find control of this puck. Sent back now to Burr. She'll send this one over. Still looking to set up ice. Conley, she'll play that one off. Chipped through now by Martin as she'll get that one down and in low. Trying to find possession. Caps trying to clear their own zone now. Picked off by Kearney. She'll send this one across. Payne moving her free to try to dump on this one. Sends it all the way down and in low. Mason out to play, and a good job by her keeping that one a hold on net. So new face-off to come here low in the select zone once again. A change here for their line, getting some fresh legs under the ice. Trying to bring out energy in that last shift, getting away for that puck to get down and low. Couldn't quite find anything on net just yet. Played off in front. Chance there for Asperge as she's able to move that one off. Working in low, and that one's saved off by Mason for a quick whistle. So new face-off to come here low in the select zone. Again, a change defensively here. Trying to create something new for themselves. Down in their zone to be able to break out and work their way down into the cap zone to get some offensive zone time. Puck dropped and played off. Gaudry with control down and low. Taking a look, sends it out in front. Picked off now by DeWaron as that one's sent up. Trying to move in deep. Wilkie back with control. Wilkie, she'll cut back. Up now to Asper. She leaves this one off for Kearney. Kearney trying to break through. Kearney in over the red, over the blue. Going to take her lane outside. As Asper's back out behind her, plays out in front, but nobody there. So picked off now by the Selects as they'll try to work back up ice. Trying to find control. As this one's caught up just inside. Played up now by Harlan. Picked off out wide by Kelly as she'll get a dump in low. Trying to find down in. Bauer jumping on this one as she gets taken down by Odem. Play through it up now. Select's going to work their way into the zone. A shot there from McLean. It's held out by Holland. So new face-off to come once again here in the cap zone. Shots right now 5-4 for the Selects. So Cap's able to come back there early and try to get more shots on net. Find ways to get this puck through. Played up top now. Time. Grinton. She'll send this one back down and low. Looking to find possession as it's played back behind. Power trying to jump on it now. Played out in front. A chance here. McLean trying to get a stick on it. She can't quite. Leslie now. She'll cut back. Trying to create some space for herself. Played off down and low by Tanner. Sent in low now. Kelly along the board. She'll try to chip out. Looking to find possession of this one. Held up along the boards. Still trying to battle to find as it gets chipped out up high. Back down with control now. Grinton. She'll start to move her feet. Pass off there, out wide. McLean trying to work that one in through. Back up now to Grinton. She'll play it down in and low. Back forward is LaPierre. She'll send it up. Trying to find the stick of McHenry. LaPierre back down low in the corner. Plays this one back behind. A chance here for the Caps to try to break out of ice. Parsons now. She'll try to work her way out wide. Gonna dump that one down and in deep. McHenry trying to pressure. That one just gets past LaPierre up top as that one's going to go all the way. She'll head back and collect. Low pressure here from Chisholm as she tries to turn over. Sent him down to Dowling. Dowling, she'll work her way in. Trying to get down and low in the select zone. Using her body and speed to get that one in down and deep. Played off in low in the corner now. Battling to find possession of this puck. Trying to be chipped up through here by the Selects as they look to try to gain possession once again. Up on the line, Wilkie, she's able to hold. Sends that one back down low into the corner. McHenry, she'll collect down there, trying to hold on to possession, but picked off now. So Select's going to try to make their way back up ice. McCaddy, she'll get in over the line, trying to work out wide. Driscoll with a stick on her, knocks that puck off. Sent down low into the corner now, trying to find it. Chisholm and Wilkie. Picked off now by Driscoll. Driscoll, she tries to take this one back. Gets hit off of that puck. Sent up high now and kept in by DeWaron. And chipped back down in low by McCaddy. Back with control is Wilkie. Wilkie, she'll start to try to move. Plays this one up and down. Gets past Arthur. She'll try to hold on. Played off and through. Up come the Selects trying to work their way down in. McIntyre cutting through. Backhand shot there. That's kept out in low. Still trying to find Popto loose in front. Picked off by Beaton. Beaton now. She'll start to move her feet. Quick move there. Working her way down in, out wide. Taking a look for an option out in front as her forward line will come in late. Up top, Leslie with a shot off there and a blocker save down in low. Asper, she'll try to find. Sends that one back down into Kearney. Kearney trying to hold on to control down low in the corner. Chipped up through now, but back for it is Harlan. Harlan trying to play this puck off along the boards. Kept in down and low. Harlan with control. She'll send this one up to Asperge. Asperge trying to chip this one out. Kept up high. Back down now for Harlan. Harlan, she'll try to clear. In now with speed and a shot there! Another goal for the Selects. Anna MacArthur finds her second of the game, working in through. Top corner. Now 2-0 for the Selects here. With just under 8 minutes to go here in this first period as we take a look at a new draw here back at center ice. Selects up early in this game. Now the 2-0 lead, looking to make it even bigger. Shots right now 6-5 for the Selects. Puck played off down and low. Caps look to try to clear their zone here. Going to want to try to gain more offensive zone time. Try to get something through. Played off out and wide. Trying to find possession to break out his Payne. Now with control is Kearney. Passes this one off to Jodry. Jodry working her way in out wide. Takes this one down and low. Looking to set something up. Plays it up top for Power. Power working her way in. Takes a fall there as that puck gets picked off of her stick by Vint as she'll send that one in through. Trying to pressure in low. MacArthur. She'll pick up down low in the zone. Kelly trying to get a stick on this one. Played back now. And a cross by Walter up to Wilkie. Plays it up to Asperge. Asperge trying to clear the zone. McLean there to try to pressure. Kelly now with control. Kelly. She'll chip that one down and low into the Select zone. Down there pressuring all by herself. Trying to turn this puck over as it gets sent up along the boards. Morrow trying to break out, but that one's blocked off. Now a chance. Morrow once again. She'll try to work her way out wide against Leslie. Leslie getting a stick on that one as it's played back up now by Oden up to Dowling. Dowling trying to find a stick on it. Turned over here just in neutral zone. Nice. Chipped in there by Burris. Back with control. Harlan. She'll try to chip this one through. Oden now working her way in out wide. Cuts through. Shot there. Blocker save by Mason. Dowling out wide trying to find possession of this puck. Play back behind. Moving up ice with speed now is McIntyre. McIntyre going to try to take her lane outside. Chips that one down and low. Harlan back for control. She'll send this one up along to Parsons. Parsons trying to find. Chip back down in by McIntyre. Leslie now. Leslie. She'll try to clear. Sends this one all the way down here. Change for the Caps. Pressure coming in from Parsons, but icing will be the call. So back down to the Cap zone we will head. Shots right now tied at 6, but score sits at 2-0 after an early lead here for the Selects as we wait to play with the last 6 minutes of this first period. Puck played off out wide. Leslie trying to gain control. Chipped up through. Parsons now. She'll play it off for Dowling. Dowling working her way in over the red line, over the blue, trying to take this one out wide. Has her lane, able to get this one deep into the corner. She continues to battle to try to find possession of this one. Select's trying to get a stick on it now with control. Parsons. She'll play it out to Beaton. Beaton trying to work in through. McIntyre there trying to get a stick. Beaton works through. A shot there. Kept up on net. Trying to find it. It's still loose. Whistle finally blown. A new face-off to come here once again in the Select zone. Good look there by Beaton. Trying to work her way through as that puck was still loose in front. Sitting in the crease there. Trying to find a way to get that puck through. Couldn't quite. So new face-off to come here in the Select zone. Puck drop, kept up on the draw. Driscoll works her way through. Gets something on net there, but can't quite find a rebound as it's held up there by Mason. So new face-off to come here once again in the Select zone. Driscoll out to leave Beaton to the draw. She'll look to play this one up high to Payne. Finds Payne up high. Shot there! Held up on net by Mason. Prince was the one able to get that one up to Payne. They look to set up with that backhand on the draw. Driscoll a righty, so she would have had to play that one off of her forehand. So easier for Beaton to go in and try to play that one back up to Payne. It was a good look by the Caps. Try to work to get something in through. Didn't quite work for them as they would have liked. So Driscoll back in to take this draw now as it's played back. Sent up high by Grinton. Trying to work go through or the Selects. Held up by Leslie as she'll send that one back up for Prince. Driscoll now. She'll gain control. Working her way in a wide. Gets taken down hard. Picked off in low by Grinton. She'll try to send this one back up. Still trying to work out. Down and low. Trying to find possession. McDonald trying to get a stick on it. McDonald now steps out high. Up to McLean. trying to get this one through. McLean now with control. She'll chip this one off, trying to find Boyle. Jodry trying to take control, but picked off here. McLean caught up in her feet. Boyle trying to get a stick on it. Now Driscoll coming in hard, going to play off Grinton. Gets this puck off down and low, trying to get something on net. Picks up deep in the select zone. Plays it out in front, trying to find something. Caps can't quite set the offense down in front as they would have liked to. Kept up by Asperge up top, and she's able to get that one back down in low. Jodry down in to try to play. Kearney, she'll jump down along the wall. Finds Walter up high. Walter trying to get something through towards the net as that one's going to be played off into the selects bench. It's a new face-off to come our way here once again. Just a little over 4 minutes left to be played here in this first period. Score still sitting at that 2-0 lead that the selects are able to gain early, but right now, Caps outbeating them with shots of 8-6. Trying to find possession. Kearney, she'll play it up top to Walter. Walter, she'll send that one down in and low. Kearney will collect back behind, looking to set up in low, where the Caps taking down hard, though, in the corner. Into support as Asperge as this puck gets played up top to Wilkie. Wilkie stepping through with a shot there! Left out in front, trying to find a rebound. The Caps couldn't quite jump on one as that one was sent out deep into the corner. Back now with possession, the selects trying to clear. Up top, Walter with the shot that just goes out wide. Trying to find Vint now with control. Vint, she'll take a look. Sends this one up. Chipped in low by MacArthur and held up top. Trying to find, turned over now by Power. Power going to work her way through the neutral zone, taking her lane outside. Quick move in against Burris, trying to get something off. She does, but a glove save from Mason keeps that one up low in on net. So new face-off to come here once again in the select zone. Looking to set up on this face-off. Select getting some fresh legs out on the ice to play this one off. Puck dropped and played off along the boards, trying to find possession as it's sent up high. MacArthur trying to clear. Chip back behind. Vint along the boards, she'll start to move. Plays this one out, but turned over in neutral zone ice by McHenry. Oden now, Oden. She'll chip this one up. Trying to find Power. Power looking to try to find a way to get that one through. Held up in neutral zone ice. Trying to work through is Leslie. Leslie now with control. She'll chip this one up. On the second Dewar now, she'll send this one over. Chipped in by McIntyre, trying to find a stick up and high, but picked off now by Leslie. Chipped down in by O'Day. Back with it now is McIntyre. She'll send that one back behind. Looking to break out now, and Morrow with control. She'll send this one up, trying to find Tanner. Working down and in now is Richards. Richards, quick move there. Shot! Kept out. Losing front, trying to find. Chipped out there to Jodry's stick as it's turned over down and low. Trying to find possession of this one. Sent back behind now, Dowling pressuring this puck. Payne trying to get a stick on it. Picked off now by Dowling. She'll play this one up. Oden trying to move her feet. Tries to find Jodry up high, but McIntyre able to chip that one back down and in. Now with control is Payne. Payne going to try to take a look. Sends this one back behind. Finds Wilkie. Wilkie finds Prince up top. Prince going to work her way through the neutral zone now. Driscoll working her way in out wide. Stick lift down and low, trying to regain possession as it's sent up and high through Tanner. Now with possession is Wilkie. She'll play it across. Walter, she sends this one up. Finds Beaton. She'll try to chip this one through. Picked off now by Grinton and sent back up to McLean. McLean trying to work her way down and in. Prince with a stick on it. She'll try to chip this one back and through. Boyle back behind. She'll send this one up. Trying to work out wide. Chisholm, she'll dump that one down and in. With control and low, Chisholm out in front, trying to find a way to get a rebound through as that one pops out loose. A glove loss for Beaton down and low as that puck is played off behind by Kearney. Prince along the boards trying to chip this one out. Captain down and low, 1:15 on the clock here. As time is ticking, Caps on with control. Beaton working her way in over the red line, trying to hold on to possession, able to dump that one down and deep. Kearney down to pressure. Grinton now with control. Plays that one back behind to Boyle. Boyle with pressure against her from Asperge. Boyle, she'll send this one up. Chisholm, going to try to hold on, cuts back, sends this one up now. McLeod, she'll dump that one down in deep. Back for it now is Harlan with 45 seconds on the clock. She'll send this one up to Asperge. Asperge almost turns that one over, but picked off up there by Kearney. Trying to find. Sent back now to Harlan. Harlan with the stick on it. She'll send it over to Leslie. Leslie going to chip this one in and through. Conley loses that one to Jodry. Jodry working through. Pass off to Asperge, and she can't quite get a shot off. Down and in the low, Conley. She'll chip this one up along the board, trying to find something up in neutral zone ice. Now it's Leslie. Leslie, she'll play it back over to Harlan, trying to regroup. Sends it up to Jodry, but picked off up top by McCaddy. McCaddy now starting to move her feet. 5 seconds on the clock, in over the red line. A shot there, kept up on net. Rebound out loose, but picked up now by Harlan. And the buzzer will go to indicate the end of this first period. After the first 20 minutes of play, score sits at 2-0 for the Selects. Thank you for tuning in here with us live on High Button Sports. We'll be back for more action between this Cap Selects matchup after a quick intermission break. Welcome back, everybody, to this Cap Select matchup here today at the Greenfoot Energy Center after the first 20 minutes of play. Score sits at a 2-0 lead for the Selects. Shots right now 10-9 for the Caps as they were able to gain lots of ozone time there late in the first, trying to find their first of the game. Couldn't quite. But we come back here for an exciting second after an intense first. Puck chipped in low by Asper. She'll start this one off. Makes it into play. Picked up down and low by Dworon, and she'll try to send this one back behind. Asperge up along the wall, trying to find possession of this puck. Chipped up through now. Jodry trying to take this one back down and in. Trying to find a way it was Vint, but kept up high now. Jodry working her way in it wide. Trying to take a look. Puck chipped off of her stick down and low. Still looking to try to gain possession in deep. Puck kept in a battle and played up top to Leslie. Leslie stepping out and through. Off to Harlan. Harlan puts that one down and in low. Trying to find a stick down there as that puck is played off back behind. Chipped off deep into the corner, trying to find possession of this one. Asper's down there trying to pressure. Trying to get a change on this four line as Power and Kelly head out there. Puck played out through. Trying to find possession. Chipped up now. McLean trying to get a stick on that one as it's played back behind. DeWarron chips that one down in low. Icing called off. Holland out to play. LaPierre, she'll collect low in the corner, tries to send this one back behind. McLean with a stick on it, plays it out in front. A chance there for McDonald. Couldn't quite find a way to get puck through. Oden, she'll chip that one down in and low. Icing called off as she tries to jump on possession of this one, played back off behind. Boyle, she'll send this one up top, looking to find LaPierre. She'll send this one back down in low. Power along the boards, trying to find possession of this puck. Picked off back behind now by Richards. Richards, quick move in low, but picked off a her stick by pressure from Power. Now with control is Grinton. Grinton, she'll cut back, plays this one up along the boards, trying to find a way to get it through. Boyle trying to get a stick on it. Oden trying to hold that one down and in. Still battling for possession on this puck, taken back behind now by Richards. Richards, she'll play this one over to Grinton. Grinton trying to find control down low in the corner. Chipped up through, working up ice now is Boyle. Boyle in over the red line. She's going to dump that one down in deep. As that one is played off by Holland. Down a low chance out in front for Vint, who couldn't quite find a way to get that one through. Working in out wide McHenry. McHenry trying to find a way to get something towards the net. Picked off down and low by Burris. She'll try to play this one back behind. Richards, she plays it across, trying to control to break out of the Selects. Puck played off back down and low. Stepping through, a shot there from Parsons. Trying to find a way to get that puck through. Played up top now, but held in on the line by Walter. Dowling now playing this one off along the boards. McHenry, she'll send it up to Wilkie. Wilkie stepping through, move there. Shot down and low, trying to create a rebound for her team in through. Couldn't quite find possession of that puck as it's played out wide. Held up along the boards down by Morrow as she'll try to dump this one out. Just kept up on the knee of McHenry and played up through it wide. Richard trying to get a stick on it. Jumped on by Grinton and sent down in and low. Harlan now tries to play this one off. Pressure in low from Morrow. Played back behind now to Leslie. Leslie, this one gets caught up in her feet. Able to regain control now, trying to break out and through are the Caps. Played off back behind. Leslie with control. Leslie, she'll play this one up. Finds Beaton up in neutral zone ice. Beaton makes a quick move along the outside. Dumps that one down and in deep. Back for it now is Conley. Conley starting to move her feet. Chipped off inside by Driscoll. Driscoll trying to work her way out wide. She gets hit down hard along the boards. Sent up top, kept in by LaPierre. Battling to find possession of this puck as it's held up along the boards. Driscoll trying to work her way through. And now it controls Prince. Prince trying to chip this one down and in. Working out wide was beaten off to Driscoll. Prince working down and through. Driscoll back behind now with control. Tries to chip this one back for Prince. Still looking to find control as it's caught up now in a battle. Working out now of their own zone of the Selects as it's just chipped off the foot of Morrow as that one's going to go. Icing blown. So new face-off to come here in the Select zone. Unable to complete the change they would have liked to. As we head back down to their zone for this new face-off. Caps here free to change still. We have just under 16 minutes to be played here in the second period. Shots right now 11-9 for the Caps. Dominating majority right now of this offensive zone time and control. Puck played up to Wilkie off the draw from Kearney. Chipped down and low to Asperge. Asperge trying to find in deep in the zone. Still searching for possession of this puck. Played off now by Asperge out in front. Georgie trying to get something through. Kearney with his stick on it. Played up top now and picked up by Wilkie. Wilkie starting to work her way down and in. Shot there and a glove save from Mason as she's able to jump on any rebound left out. So new face-off to come here in the select zone. We wait to get set up on this face-off. Puck dropped and played off along the boards, trying to find. Up now with controls, McLean, she'll backhand pass this one through neutral zone ice, trying to find a way to get this puck down and lower the selects. Played off down and low now by Chisholm. Picked up back behind by Wilkie, trying to clear, held up top, sent back down in by DeWaron. Walter now, she'll collect, sends this one up for Asperge along the wall. Asperge looking to try to find a way to get this one out and through. Chips up to Jodry, but picked off by DeWaron in neutral zone ice. Working down and in now is Chisholm. Chisholm, quick move there, shot, kept out wide. Wilkie back now, she'll send this one up, still trying to break out. Asperge, she'll send this one up, can't quite find the stick of Kelly as that puck will go all the way for an icing call. So back down to the cap zone we head now for a new face-off. Discussing right now the referees at neutral zone ice who needs to head back out on the ice off of that icing call. So Driscoll will head out there for Power. He'll come back to the bench. Puck dropped and played up high, but into netting. So new face-off to come here once again in the cap zone, but a chance now to complete that change. So Power will go. Harlan, Leslie, and Oden all will come out to join Kelly. Puck dropped and kept up in a battle off of this face-off. Played up through now. Power with control. She'll try to chip this one down and in deep. Played off along the boards by Boyle. Trying to find possession of this puck. Kept up in a battle now. Loose up high. Trying to chip this one back down and in the same way was Oden. Picked off now by Power. Working back with the control is Boyle. Boyle. She'll chip this one up. Trying to find something. Up now is Richards. Richards. Trying to get this one down and in. It will chip it in low past Leslie. Harlan back to collect. Harlan, she'll gain low in her own zone, trying to chip this one up high. Held in by Boyle with a shot! Off the crossbar! But called off as a no goal. Boyle trying to jump on a second shot. Close one there for the Selects as they almost were able to gain their third goal of this game. Played back behind by Grinton. Now picked up by Richards in neutral zone ice. She'll try to hold on. Chipped up forward now for McDonald. McDonald working her way down and in. Picked off by Dowling. Leslie now, she'll play this one up. Tries to find Kelly. Kelly able to send that one down and in low. A change now for the Caps. In to try to pressure as Dowling gets a stick on this one, trying to turn over low in the zone. Chipped up through now by the Selects. McCaddy, she'll play this one up out wide to Martin. Martin working her way down in along the boards. Trying to find a way to get that puck towards the net. Played off outside. Dropped off to Conley. Conley working through a shot there that just goes wide. Now with controls, McHenry along the board, trying to find a way to gain possession of this puck. It's sent back behind. Payne taking a look, sends it up to Parsons. Parsons tries to chip this one out and through. Conley able to hold on for the first, but Dowling able to chip it out for the second. Dowling trying to work her way down in as that one's picked off. Select trying to clear their zone. Caps with a risky change there as this puck gets sent in low by McDonald. Walter with time and space now. Select's trying to change. She'll send this one up high to McHenry. McHenry in over the zone. Driscoll in there to support. Driscoll jumping on a rebound, but held up there by Mason. So new face-off to come once again here in the Select zone. Score continues to sit at that 2-0 lead for the Select. Shots right now 13-9 for the Caps. Puck dropped and played off up top. Wilkie jumping on it. Sends a shot on net, but that one's blocked off out in front by Morrow. Out wide now with control. Beaton trying to cut her way through the center. Down and low now with control. Prince, she'll send it down. Trying to set up. Driscoll. She'll cut back. Sent out now to Beaton. Beaton trying to find something on net. Beaton still with control. Plays this one up, but picked off now by the Selects as Tanner tries to clear. Wilkie in neutral zone ice, able to send that one back down and low for the Caps as they try to jump back on offensive pressure here. Down and low. McIntyre, she'll send it up, but picked off by Leslie on the line as she's able to hold. Driscoll jumping on that second puck that's loose. McIntyre trying to clear her zone. Held up now, neutral zone ice, and a penalty coming against the Selects. Working in out wide is Driscoll. Driscoll holding on to control as long as she can. Comes back, Holland to the bench to send that sixth girl out. Waiting on this delayed penalty. Cap's going to try to hold on to control. Touch now by the Selects. So 2-minute power play now for the Caps, the first of the game. Going to be a 2-minute interference call coming against Lexi McIntyre. She'll sit in the box, putting the Caps on 2 minutes of extra goal advantage out on this ice. A chance here for them to open their scoring of the game and get themselves up on the board here midway through this second period. Puck played up top to Kearney. Kearney taking a look. They're going to try to hold on to control of this puck as long as they can. Payne off to Driscoll. Driscoll out wide. Going to look and hold on until she sees an option. Walking her way up top. Going to try to hold on. Off to Payne out wide. Payne fans on it. Trying to find as there's pressure against her. Prince there to jump on that one. Chipped up high. Trying to find Payne. Going to work her way down along the boards. Stepping in through a shot. She shoots. She scores. The Caps able to gain a goal on that power play. As they'll head to the bench to celebrate. It's going to be Marley Payne with that goal for the Caps. Holding on to control as long as they could. They're looking to set up as she just worked her way in out wide along the boards. Able to snipe in low against Mason to beat her on glove side low. So new face-off to come here in neutral zone ice. Score now sits at 2-1. Just 30 seconds into that power play, and the Caps were able to take control of that extra goal advantage and find a way to get one through. Back with it now is Driscoll. Driscoll going to start to move her feet to work up ice. Driscoll working in through neutral zone ice. Quick move up top, working down and in. A shot there! Just off the blocker and out wide. Up high and kept in by LaPierre, battling to find possession of this puck. Back behind now. Chipped up through by Burris. Trying to find control as this puck is held up now in a battle deep in the corner. Caps getting a change when they could there. Just over 10 minutes to be played here in the second period. Puck played up top. Trying to find control. Picked up now. Bowden and sent across to Kelly. Kelly with control. Chips it back down to Leslie. Leslie. She'll cut back, creating some time and space for herself. Up now to Oden. Oden trying to chip this one through. Kept up by Boyle. Oden working her way in out wide. A shot there and held up on net by Mason. So just under 10 minutes to go here in the second period. Shots 13-9 for the Caps. Have controlled and dominated majority of this offensive zone time and pressure in the second period. It's finally paid off for them as they were able to get one on that power play. Still looking to tie things up here too. Working down and in and low. Trying to find control of this puck. Dowling, she'll play this one up top to Leslie. Leslie walking the line. Sends it over to Harlan. Harlan gonna control and send it in low to Parsons. Parsons getting pressure against her. Sends it back down in. Still looking for a way to find something on net. Held up out wide. Chipped up by Parsons to Leslie, and she can't quite hold the line with it, so back now with control is Harlan. Off to Parsons. Parsons working her way in out wide, going to send that one down in and low. Mason with a play. Trying to find the control. Conley tries to get a stick on it. Kept up out wide. Parsons tries to play something off on net. A shot there from Dowling. That's kept out. Payne stepping through with a shot. Kept out in front. Still working to try to find Dowling with a stick lift. Turns this one over and low. Dowling with another shot. Trying to pick up her own rebound. Parsons on it. trying to find everything to get this puck through. A good job there by the Selects, able to keep pressure off and keep that puck out. Couple of close calls there for the Caps, so the Selects able to hold their own down low in their own zone. So new face-off to be played here in the Select zone once again. They're going on to try to pick things back up here for themselves and regain some offensive zone time. Picked off by Georgie. She gets the shot just wide. Trying to find this one low in the corner. Heads up top, Georgie. She'll chip this one back down and in. Trying to find down and low. Kept up along the boards. Asford, she'll send it out in front. Kearney trying to find down and in. Played up top. Payne trying to get a stick on it. Chipped up through now. Control is Walter. She'll send that one back down and in. Trying to find control of this puck as it's held up top. Chipped off and low by the Selects, but picked up now by Payne. She'll try to send this one forward to find Jodry. Can't quite as it's picked off now. Doron. She'll start to move her feet, working her way in out wide, but offside she goes. So new face-off to come here outside of the Cap zone. Just a little over 8 minutes left to be played here in this second period. Caps with the only goal in this period thus far. Score continuing to sit at that 2-1 lead for the Selects. Gonna want to try to jump a little bit more on this puck and be a little bit hungrier to regain some offensive zone time. Try to regain a bigger lead that they already had. Puck played off back behind. Wilkie with control. She'll send it up, trying to find Parsons. Turned over inside by McLean. McLean with a shot that just goes wide. Chipped up now by Wilkie. Parsons gets a stick on it. Parsons trying to work out of her own zone. Parsons moving up into neutral zone ice. Plays that one off behind. Trying to find something as Grinton. Grinton able to regain now. Grinton working her way down and in. Going to work out wide. Sends that one just wide of the net. But popped on. And Holland able to get on that. Working to find this puck. It's chipped up through now by McHenry. Trying to find it was Dowling, but she's played off of that one. Sent down and low by Morrow and picked off by Wilkie. Wilkie trying to exit out of her zone once again. Held up on the outside by Boyle, who steps through with a shot that just goes wide. Trying to find possession of this one as it's kept up along the boards now, and it's Dowling that finds. Dowling working her way down and in. Going to chip that one in low. Mason out to play. Burris now with control. She'll send this one up. Played up high into neutral zone ice and sent in low by Tanner. Out to play is Holland. Trying to get this one up and through. Chipped in there by Burris. Trying to jump on control of this puck. Kept up now by the Selects. Able to hold on to a little bit of control here in the Cap zone. But now Driscoll. Driscoll starting to move her feet. Working her way up in neutral zone ice. Quick move there. Going to work down into the Select zone. Gets this one down and in low. Played off back behind. Trying to find a way to get something through. Beaten down there to support. It's held up now by Burris along the outside. Picked off back behind now to Conley. Conley trying to find. Vint trying to get a way to get this puck out. Picked up now by McCaddy as she played this one up. Working out wide now. Vint trying to play something off along towards the net as it's kept in down and low. Harlan, she'll send this one up for Beaton. Beaton trying to find War on there first, though, to hold that long. Now back behind Harlan. She'll send it over to Leslie. Leslie, she'll chip this one up along the board, trying to find Beaton. Kept up by DeWaron once again, battling to try to find possession of this puck. Kept inside, chipped up through by Harlan as that puck will go all the way. Icing called off. Back for it now is McIntyre. McIntyre trying to clear this one up early. Picked up now by Richards. Richards working her way in out wide. Going to hold on. Driving the net where the Select's trying to find a way to get something through. Held up top now. In neutral zone ice with it is McIntyre. McIntyre working her way in out wide once again. Going to take this one in low. Trying to find a way to keep this puck down and in the Cap zone of the Selects. Played up top, but chipped back down in by Richards. LaPierre back for it now. She'll play this one back behind to Payne. Payne trying to find O'Dang. Can't quite as that puck's going to get past her. Icing already called off and Boyle back for it. Pressure there from Kelly. Boyle now with control. Boyle working her way up. Signs for Richards in the neutral zone ice. Able to chip that one down and in low. Back down to find possession is Wilkie. She'll try to send this one up. Kept up along the boards. Trying to find a way to get this puck towards the net. Kearney battling for possession along the boards. Kept up. Down and in low. Walter, she'll send this one up. Kept up there into netting. Trying to clear their own zone with the Caps. So new face-off to come here. Low in their zone. Under 5 minutes to go here in this second period now. Shots 14-10. Selects coming back a little bit here late in the second to try to jump back on control of offensive zone time and control of this puck. Sent down and low. Wilkie picks up low in the corner, trying to chip this one up through. Kept up along the boards, still looking to find possession of this one. Chipped up high and sent back down low by Grinton. Walter out along the boards, trying to play this one off. Kept up in a battle. Trying to find a way to chip this puck through. Now with control, stepping through was McDonald. That one is still loose, but blown off. Full line change here for the Caps, getting some fresh legs on the ice. As we'll have a new face-off in their zone here once again as that puck was played off the net. Still loose, but early whistle there to shut that play down. Puck played up top, stepping through a shot there as that one's kept out wide. Parsons will find, trying to clear her own zone, but kept in up high. Trying to jump on control of this one. McLean now working her way down and in. Quick move there, trying to step through with a shot that just goes wide. Trying to jump on control of this puck as it's played off down and low. Parsons, she'll try to send this one out and through, but up into netting it goes once again. And chipped over into where the Rangers are warming up as they'll take on the Bandits directly after this game. So new face-off to come here in the Cap zone. Puck dropped and played off along the boards. Trying to find control of this puck. Sent out in front. Picked off up high by Prince, trying to clear her own zone. Payne along the boards out of control. She'll try to clear this puck through, but it's held up in a battle here. Selects trying to jump on control. Working out up top. Tanner now. Tanner, she'll leave that one off to Warren, trying to work her way through. Picked up now by Beaton. Beaton working her way in out wide. Going to hold under control, trying to pass that one through. Just wide into the corner that puck will go. Trying to find possession as it's caught up along the boards. Back now with this Leslie. Over to Payne. Payne holding on till they can get onside. She's going to dump that one down in low for her team. Out wide now. Chipped up through by Tanner. Tanner, she'll start to move her feet. Working in out wide. Chips that one back down behind Walter. Walter cutting back. She'll send this one up. Trying to find power. Can't quite. Held up top. Now McLean working through. McLean trying to get the shot off there, but that one's blocked out just out wide. A battle down and low here in the Cap zone. Searching to find control. Popped up top now. MacArthur stepping through. Shot there, but blocked off. Sent back behind now. Wilkie with control. She'll try to chip this one back behind. Wilkie starting to move her feet. Going to try to skate it out herself up in neutral zone ice now. In comes Wilkie. Wilkie working her way in out wide. Picked off now by Grinton. Grinton starting to move her feet. Grinton in over the red, over the blue. Trying to drive mid-lane. A shot there! Kept up just out low. Out wide now with control. McLean. She'll try to play that one back behind. Picked off now by Kearney. Kearney. She'll start to move her feet. Chipped up now to the stick of Odem. Turned over just inside by Grinton. Up top, trying to play this one through. McLean. A shot there from MacArthur as she tried to find a way to get that puck through. Holding on to control out wide now. MacArthur. She'll take a look. Drops that one off for Conley. Conley stepping through. Plays this one off along the boards. Trying to set up in low. Kearney back down now in with control. She'll try to send this one up to Jodry. Held in up top and a shot that just goes wide. Wilkie now. Wilkie going to look to try to clear her own zone. Gets turnover just inside off of her stick. McLean now with control out wide. McLean walking in. A shot there that's blocked off by Lapierre. Chipped up and through now by Asperge as she tries to work her way down and in. Asperge stepping through. Shot there that just goes wide. Trying to find less than a minute to go now in this second period. Played up now. Working down and in out wide as Richards. Richards cuts through. Shot off there that just goes out and wide. Dowling now with control. Dowling going to try to clear her own zone, moving her feet, using her speed to work her way down to the select zone, but picked off by McLean. Now Richards with the control. Richards in over the line. Sends that one off, trying to find down in and low. Selects looking for a way to get this puck towards the net once again before this period ends. Trying to empty the tanks before we head into another intermission as this puck gets held up. McIntyre now. McIntyre, she'll send this one back down in and low. Chip back behind. Harland on it. She'll send it up. Trying to be chipped through now by McHenry. 15 seconds to go. Still battling for this one as it's held in by Chisholm. Chisholm walking through. A shot there that goes wide. Trying to find control to try to get this one to the net. Dowling now. Dowling taking a look. Going to hold on. 5 seconds to go. Tries to chip this one up. Played off down in and low. Jumping on his McHenry. And McIntyre with the last touch on that one as the buzzer will go to indicate the end of the second. So score after 2 periods of play. 2-1 for the Selects. The Caps are the only goal in that period as they dominated for the first half. Selects able to come back a little bit there in the end. Thank you for tuning in with us here live on High Button Sports. We'll be back for more third period action to come after a short intermission break. Welcome back, everybody, to this Cap Selects matchup. At the first 2 periods of play, score sits at 2-1 for the Selects. Shot there just goes high from beating. The Selects had the first 2 goals of this game early on in the first, and then Caps came back on a power play in the second to score their only goal at this time. Fleck played up high by Harlan to Beaton. Beaton gonna try to work her way on through. Plays this one up to try to find Prince, but turnover in neutral zone ice, and offside goes Vint. So new face-off to come our way here outside of the Cap zone, looking to play the last 20 minutes of this game hard, empty the tanks. These 2 teams play each other once again tomorrow, but back down the Select's way at Hector Arena. Puck kept up high in neutral zone ice. Turned over by McLean as she'll try to move this one down in, but Driscoll now with control. Driscoll working her way along the boards, trying to work down in deep, but turned over by DeWaron, who passes that one off, but picked off now by Payne. Payne, she'll chip that one down in and through. Back to try to find possession of this one. Played off of McLean. McLean, quick move there. Working her way up ice. Plays this one up high to MacArthur. MacArthur, she'll send that one backing out and in low. Payne out to play. She'll chip this one back up. Finds Asperge. Asperge starting to move her feet to work up. And over the red line, trying to jump this one down deep, caught up in between some feet. Richards now with control. Richards, she'll start to move her feet working up ice. Cutting in out wide. Got a hold on control down and in low. Picked off there by Wilkie. Wilkie, she'll play this on for Jodry. Jodry trying to work her way down and in as this puck is held up in neutral zone ice. Chip back down and through by Martin. Played up along the same way by Walter. Trying to clear this puck out. Walter now with control. She'll take this one back. Sends it back behind her own net. Trying to find Power on the half wall. Power now with control. She'll try to chip this one up high in neutral zone ice. Turned over now by Boyle. Boyle, she'll send that one down in deep. In low, Wilkie goes to pick up in her own zone. Trying to chip this one out through Morrow, holding it up along the boards. Chip back down and in by McCaddy. Trying to find a way to clear their zone of the Caps. Gonna want to jump back on offensive zone time and control that they once had in that second period. Now moving some speed is Power. Picked off by Conley just inside. Trying to find. Sent back up high into neutral zone ice. Turned over by Kelly. Looking to find possession of this puck. Played off back behind. Leslie, quick move there. Leslie working her way in out wide. Trying to hold on to control as it's chipped off of her stick. Held up high in neutral zone ice now. Moving in with some speed. Working down and in as Burris, but picked off of her stick in low. And chipped back up by Leslie. Trying to find control. Kelly, she looks her way to try to chip this one out. Kept up here along the boards once again. Searching for control. In through now McLean with a shot that just goes wide. In low, Chisholm, she'll send that one behind. Chipped up high, looking for a way to try to get this one through. McHenry playing this puck off hard. And getting up slowly is Tanner, but she's all good. Saw her hit the boards hard. Blew the whistle for her, but she's back up on her feet with a laugh. So new face-off to come here to the Cap zone. Puck played back. Jumping on it to Warren. She'll send that one across. McIntyre. McIntyre. She sends this one up through neutral zone ice. Trying to find. Picked off now. Back over. To Warren. To Warren. Gains the red line. Is able to dump that one down and deep. And on net it will pop. Trying to jump on any rebounds left out. But Holland there with a glove to shut that one down. 2-1 continues to sit the score. Shots right now 14-12 for the Caps. Waiting this new face-off as that puck is dropped and played back down and low. Payne, she'll collect. Sends this one up high, trying to find a stick of Prince, but it's going to go all the way for an icing call, so back down to their zone we will head. So new face-off here once again in the Cap zone. Quick 2 periods of play that we had ahead of this one. That were close all the way through. Both teams battling hard for every puck. Gonna want to walk away with a win today. Heading into tomorrow's matchup. Puck played off down and through. Chipped up high to Driscoll now. Driscoll with a quick move there. Looking to find Beaton there to support that puck, but turnover by Richards. Down and in low. Wilkie with control. Wilkie, she'll cut back up along the board, trying to find a way to clear this puck through. Held up high. Chipped in through now by Kearney. Kearney trying to work her way down and in. With control now, McIntyre. McIntyre up in neutral zone ice. Plays this one forward. Working down and in is MacArthur. MacArthur, quick move there. Trying to get something back on net. Searching for possession of this puck as it's held up out wide. And through MacArthur with a shot that just goes wide. Wilkie down and low in her own corner. Trying to clear this one up through. Boyle up in the neutral zone with control. Georgie trying to get a stick on that one. Chip back up through. Still trying to find Kearney in there battling. Looking for possession of this puck as it's held up along the boards. MacArthur getting her stick in there, but played back now by Kearney. Kearney off to Walter. Walter chips this one back up. Risky change there for the Caps as Kearney was just coming off and power going on. That one was sent back up into their feet, and now a chance in the other way for the Selects. Try to get this one down in deep. Chipped up through now. Over to Boyle. Boyle. She'll send that one down in and low. Holland out to play. Can't quite gain control. Wilkie over along the boards, try to turn this puck over. Picks up down and deep, looking to try to clear. Sends this one up to Kelly. Now picked off in neutral zone ice. Held up along the boards. In low is Walter as she tries to clear. Sent up high, trying to get past Boyle, but held in up top. Working in through with a shot was Martin that was blocked off. So now Power back up the other way. She comes in through neutral zone ice. Ships this one in low to the Select zone. Power with control in the corner, trying to send this one out in front. Caps still looking to tie this up at 2 and get another one on the board. Searching for control of this puck as it's played off down in low. Trying to find possession. Chip back behind by Odin. Working up ice now with controls McLean. McLean, quick move there. McLean working her way down in all by herself. Tries to make a move on Leslie, but that puck is taken from her. So chipped in deep now by McHenry. Dowling in there to try to support. McHenry down and low, gains control. McHenry plays this one off along the boards. Back down to Dowling. Dowling trying to find control. Sends it over to Parsons. Parsons out of control. Parsons got to hold on up top. Drops it off for Harlan, but a stick from Morrow pushes that one through. Morrow going to be the first of this foot race. Finds control down and low. Leslie back checking hard, gets a stick on it. Picked off down and deep, looking to set up are the Selects. Played up top to McIntyre. She'll play this one back off down in. And a shot! That's fanned on from Richards, almost trying to find the back of the net there. Puck sent up through the feet of McIntyre. Parsons hustling to make her way down to find this puck. Sent up top, Payne able to hold. She'll send that one back down and in. Sent up through by Morrow. Picked up here by LaPierre in neutral zone. Nice. LaPierre working her way down in out wide. Holding on to control in low of the Select zone. Trying to find control of this puck to hold on to. Driscoll taking down hard, and now a penalty coming against the Selects. A touch on that puck makes that whistle go. It's going to be a tripping call. So 2 minutes of power play here for the Caps once again. How they scored that first goal in the second period. Looking to tie things up at 2. As it's Sean Richards that will head to the box for the Selects. Once again, that was a tripping call, so we head down to their zone for a new face-off. Gonna send out that power play 1 for the Caps to look to get another one for them on the board. Driscoll wins that over to Georgie, trying to find McLean back with it now. McLean, she's gonna try to clear that one all the way, but Payne able to hold the line up top. Played off by Prince along the board, trying to find Prince. Looking to try to get something through. Sent down now by McLean. Back to collect is Kearney. Kearney, she'll start to move her feet. Off to Jodry. Back off to Kearney. Kearney working her way down and in out wide. Holding on to control up to Payne. Payne stepping through a shot there off the blocker left out in front. Kearney with a shot. As that one is kept up by Mason on net. A good look there from the Caps. Trying to get something through on this power play. So new face-off to come here. Once again, in select zone. 1:22 left in this power play. Up high to Payne. Payne trying to work her way through. Pressure from the selects. Trying to clear now as that one is sent up into neutral zone ice. Kearney back with it now. She'll play this one across to Payne. Payne. She'll send this one up to Driscoll. Off to Kearney. Picked off back behind now. Selects trying to work their way down and in. Working out wide is MacArthur. Now up with it is Beaton as that one gets taken from her and sent down in by McCaddy. Control low in the cap zone now. It's Payne. She tries to work out, but pressure from McCaddy. Asperge trying to chip this one through. Asperge working her way in out wide. Holding on. Leaves it off for Leslie, trying to work her way in out wide. Kept up in a battle now, still searching to try to find. It's kept up in the feet of Asperge, trying to chip this one down and in. 20 seconds to go here in this power play for them. Beaton plays this one up top to Wilkie. Wilkie stepping in through, plays this one down and low to Parsons. Parsons out wide, going to hold on to control, up to Wilkie. Wilkie, quick move there, back off to Parsons. Up to Wilkie, and she can't quite hold on. 5 seconds to go now. Puck played up to the stick of Parsons. Working her way in through, and penalty expired here for the Selects, so able to kill that second one off. Puck played back down and through by Parsons. And she'll look to try to hold on to control, but chipped up through by Burris and back down in by LaPierre. Conley, she'll send this one up to McLean. McLean working her way through neutral zone ice. Taking control in out wide, plays it out in front, trying to find something. And the net is off, so whistle will go. 10:15 left to go here in this third period. Score continuing to sit at that 2-1 lead for the Select. Shots are now 16-12 for the Caps as they look to tie things back up here at 2. Puck dropped low in their zone. Played up high. Conley, she'll hold the line. Working in through now is Power. Power sends it over, trying to find the stick of Kelly. Couldn't quite as that one's picked off of her. Donna with control. Conley. Conley. She'll start to move. In front now, that puck is played off and picked off by the Select. Starting to move their way back up ice comes Richards. Richards working her way in out wide. Gets hit off of that puck hard by Walter. Played off down and low, trying to find. Kept up along the boards. Looking for a way to move this one down and through. Payne with a stick on it to send it up top. Kelly, she'll start to move her feet. Sends that one down and low. Back down into the Select zone, but it will go for an icing. So back down to the Cap zone, we will head for a new face-off. Puck dropped and played through. A shot there that's just chipped up high for Morrow, trying to find the back of the net on that one. Puck dropped and played back, trying to find. Chipped up through. Caps looking to try to clear their zone. Held up along the boards now by the Selects. Chipped out through by McHenry, but turned over neutral zone ice by Grinton and back down into the Cap zone. That puck will head. Leslie now with control out wide. Tries to send this one up. Grinton up high in neutral zone ice, but Dowling there to take over control of that puck. Dowling working her way in out wide. Holding on to control. Trying to get this one down and in deep. Played off back behind. Up now with some speed. Come the Selects as that puck is picked off by Parsons in neutral zone ice, but able to recollect is McCaddy. McCaddy working her way down and through, trying to get something off on that, but can't quite as it's picked off once again. Held in up top and sent back down and low by Tanner. Chisholm in down deep to pressure against Leslie, looking for control of this puck. Played off deep in the corner, out in front, it's played up, but picked off by Harland as she'll try to clear off to McHenry. McHenry plays this one up high for Kearney, trying to break out through, but picked up by DeWaron. Back down and in. That puck is headed. Harlan back for it now hard. Harlan, she'll try to clear up through her zone. Georgie trying to keep this in as it's kept up here in a battle. Sent back down and in now by Tanner. Tanner working her way in through. A shot there. Blocked off by Leslie out in front. Sent up high now. Asperge looking to try to find. Kearney now with control. She'll draw past that one back off to Harlan, who sends it up. Georgie trying to work her way down and in. Kept up here with the war on as she tried to move that one off and picked off by Payne as she will go in offside into the select zone. So new face-off to come here once again outside of the select zone. Puck dropped and one back. Played off to Lapierre. Lapierre sends that one down in. But whistle blown, so new face-off to come. .7:30 on the clock and a face-out just outside the cap zone. Play back down to Burris. She'll send this one over. Conley, she'll send this one down and in deep. Back with control of Lapierre. She'll chip this one up. Driscoll now. Driscoll trying to clear through. Prince along the boards battling as a shot there is blocked off. Payne now with control. Payne. She'll send this one up. Conley back with it now. Conley trying to hold on. A stick there from Driscoll. Trying to push something through as she gets taken down hard in battle. Still trying to give a second effort to find control of this puck. Played up top now to McLean. McLean working her way down in. Payne back checking her. McLean with a shot off there. That's kept out by Holland. Trying to play this one out and wide. Down and low now. MacArthur. She'll take this one up top. Tries to cut back, but Driscoll with a stick on it. Chipped down and in by Vint. Prince now with control. She'll send this one up. Boyle now. Boyle moving her way in through neutral zone ice. Leaves that one off for McLean. McLean in over the line. And a shot there. It just goes out and wide. Boyle sends this one on net. Can't quite find a rebound though. McLean out wide now with control. Up top to Grinton. Grinton stepping through. A shot there. Just out and wide. On net. It's played off and the net is off. So whistle blown. A new face-off to come here in the cap zone. 6:18 on the clock. Still looking to tie things up here too, as the selects will look to try to jump on this offensive zone time and make this gap of a lead even bigger. Puck dropped and kept up on a battle. Right off of this face-off, trying to send through is Kelly, though, up top to Warren with a shot there. Loose in front for a rebound, but nobody there to quite find as this one's chipped up high. Warren, she'll try to play this one back down and in. Trying to hold on to control was Oden, and now out wide it's Kelly. Sends this one up. Trying to send this one back down is Oden. In low, McDonald, she'll send this one across. Chipped up high. Oden jumping on this one. Power now. Power. She'll try to send that one down and in deep. Icing called off, so lots of time and space here. Back now with it is McIntyre. McIntyre starting to move her feet. Working her way up and in out wide. Picked off out wide by McDonald with a shot that's left out. Trying to find control up high. Stepping through with a shot is McIntyre. Leslie now. Leslie. Sorry, move her feet. Pass off now to Parsons. Parsons working her way in, trying to cut across there as that one's kept up and sent off down and low. Back with it now. McIntyre over to DeWaron. DeWaron trying to clear this one up and through. Martin gets a stick on it to chip it in. Leslie back now with pressure from Morrow. Leslie with control. 5 minutes to go here in this third period. Dowling now. Dowling going to try to work her way in out wide. Holding on to control. Plays that one back off behind Burris. Jumping on her own puck there. Trying to play this one off as she's kept up down and low. Looking for possession of this puck as it's held up along the boards. Searching to try to find. Played up now and through. Morrow, she'll play this one up. Working now is McLeod as she gets a shot off on net against Holland, but able to keep her own in net. Wilkie out to play this puck. Wilkie She'll send it up for Kearney. Kearney working her way in over the line, gets that one taken from her. So back up the other way now comes McLean. McLean played up high and left off for Asperge. Asperge now working her way in with some speed, cutting through center, trying to get a shot off there, but that one was kept up in the skates of Grinton. Chipped up through now McLean, trying to clear her own zone. Able to send this one up to LaPierre. LaPierre chips this one back and through. Boyle trying to get a stick on it. Now Kearney. Kearney trying to work her way down and in. Sends it in low for Asperge. Asperge, she gets held up in a battle along the boards. Kearney in to help. Kearney gains. Sends this one up top. LaPierre. LaPierre sends it back down along the boards, looking to set up along the outside. Still 3.5 minutes to go here in this third. Lots of time for the Caps to try to tie things back up here. Searching for control of this puck. Sent behind by Boyle. Up it's played, looking to try to clear. Held up just inside and chipped through off of a battle by this Lex. So LaPierre back for it now. She finds possession, trying to clear this one through. Up into neutral zone ice comes Beaton. Beaton able to chip that one down and in through. Trying to beat down and low to the puck was McIntyre. Still battling out for this one. Chipped up high now into neutral zone ice. Back with control is Walter. Walter, she'll send this one up. Working down and in. Driscoll down there to pressure against Waron. Driscoll first to that puck, able to win a foot race. Plays it back up high now. Prince down and low. Driscoll working her way out. Going to hold on to control down and low. Sends it back behind for Beaton. Beaton picks up down and low. Taking her space, gets a shot off there. Looking for a rebound, but it's held up by Mason. So 2:35 on the clock. Score sits at 2-1. Shot side at 17. And a face-off here in the select zone. We're curious to see if the Caps will look to pull Holland anytime soon to give them that extra goal advantage, how they were able to capitalize on that first goal off of a power play. Puck played high into neutral zone ice. Walter. She'll move this one up forward to Dowling. Dowling, she'll chip that one down and in deep. Conley back for it now. She'll try to play this one up along the boards. Vint trying to get a stick on it. Played through and out now by McLean. McLean working her way down and in. Going to take her lane outside. Holding on as long as she can. Played off in the feet of MacArthur. Plays it out in front. Vint jumps on it. And she scores! Rogan Vint with a third goal for the Selects. Able to find the back of the net as that one was just played over to her. Holland out to play the puck out wide. Has an open net. Drove that one home to give them the 3-1 lead here with 2:07 left to be played here in this third period. Puck dropped and played back. Grinton with control. She'll send that one down and in low. Back forward is Harland. She'll try to send it up. Battling for possession. Kept up in neutral zone ice. Boyle trying to get a stick on it. Chipped up through now, trying to find O'Den as that one's kept up by Grinton. McLean trying to find. Working up and through now is McHenry. McHenry working down and in. Chips this one back behind. Grinton with control down and low. Driscoll down there to try to press her. Played up high into neutral zone ice. Now Driscoll controls. She'll play it off to Kearney. Kearney working her way down and in. Holland pulled to give them that sixth girl. And new face-off to come here in the select zone. So with 1:21 on the clock, score sitting at 3-1 for the Selects. The Caps have pulled their goalie and have called a timeout. So we'll be back after this short timeout break. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for tuning in with us here live on High Button Sports after a quick timeout there called by the Caps. We will head back down to the select zone for a new face-off. So Caps have pulled Holland to give them that extra 6 girls. Out on the ice for them is Leslie, Georgie, Driscoll, Beaton, Kearney, and Payne trying to find a way to tie things up here. 2 shots down from getting a tie in this game. Beaton plays it out in front. Kept out. Select's going to try to clear their zone as quickly as possible. Held up out wide by McIntyre, trying to hold that one along the boards, looking to find possession. Leslie jumping on this one. Beaton with a stick on it now. Push through out wide. Leslie now, she'll play that one down and low for Driscoll. Driscoll working her way up top, working through, and a shot there. Kept up in some feet out in front. So they'll play this one back off down and low. Beaton trying to get control. Played up top now by Driscoll. Driscoll, she'll send it over to Payne. Payne with a shot that's shipped off of a stick and up into netting it will go. So 42 seconds on the clock. The Caps with that extra girl advantage out on this ice. A new face-off to come here. Caps going to look to just drive everything at the net these next 42 seconds. Take full control here of this puck low in the offensive zone. Puck played off back behind off the draw. Select's going to try to hold this one outside. McLean tries to send it up, picked off by Payne. Off to Leslie with a shot there out in front. Loose trying to find a rebound. And they do, the Caps able to push one through on the rebound. They don't know quite who scored it as they'll look around. Looking like it's going to be Carly Beaton that got the last touch of that one as she'll skate to the bench. So Holland back in net for them now. The score sits at 3-2. So timeout call now by the Selects. So we'll be back after a short break for a timeout. Welcome back, everybody, after that short timeout break. We're back here in neutral zone ice for a new face-off. 30 seconds on the clock. Score now sits at 3-2 for the Selects. Caps going to look to try to tie things up here at 3. Put Holland back down in nets for them. As puck is played through, Burris tries to get a stick on it. Burris now working her way up and through. Sends that one down and deep into the Cap zone. Leslie back for it now. Leslie trying to clear her own zone. Held up along the boards. 15 seconds on the clock now. Working to find control of this puck as it's shipped up through. Kearney now. Kearney moving up ice with speed. Working her way in out wide off to Driscoll. Driscoll working through with a shot. That's denied by Mason. Out in front looking to try to find control of this puck as a shot there from Beaton, but buzzer will go to conclude this Caps Selects matchup. Good effort there at the end for the Caps. Trying to tie things back up. Thank you for tuning in with us here live today on High Button Sports. Lucy Glazeberg on the call. Caps Selects will play each other again tomorrow, but down at the Hector Arena as the Selects will be home. Stick around for another stream coming up next. It's the Rangers Bandits.